Hi. So originally I wanted this video to sort of be a part 2 to the Club Penguin video I made last year in the same style as the old one with all the jump cuts and comedy edits and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Now face the right way.
Which way? I'm this way. This way. You don't
No,
say anything in this way.
face towards the table. You're facing the wrong way.
I can't leave my back to the door.
Face towards the
I
table.
am facing towards the table.
But as I was playing through, I started to realize how much I was enjoying just the experience of playing Club Penguin again with my friends.
I'm trying to talk to... Dude, I'm trying to talk to Hot Becky. Help.
Hot Becky.
It won't...
You're Penguin Man.
It won't let me type.
And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Seeing as the state of Club Penguin now is, it doesn't exist anymore.
Y'all, I'm like having the ultimate staring contest right now. I will not lose.
You're looking the opposite direction.
So when I was a kid, I had heard about this website from probably my brother or someone at school, but seeing him enter this kind of world where there were other kids just like you walking, or you'll forgive the expression, waddling around and playing games and getting cool outfits, that was so cool to me. I love that idea. And I'll explain why in a little bit, but when I made my own account, I got sucked in. I played it all the time, non-stop. I would get home from school every day, immediately get on the family computer, and start to get to work, get on that grind, as they say.
Look, I made some ice cream. It's like my real job.
How do I take the ice cream? How do I accept it?
You have to take everything off but the apron and then dance.
No, like how do I accept the ice cream you made?
And sometimes when I was in middle school, I would get up and before even getting ready for school, like around 6 in the morning, I would get on the computer, and if there was a party going on Club Penguin, I would hop on there just to see what new stuff they had introduced for that party, just for those few precious extra minutes of playtime.
Oh, dude, they got a slip and slide.
Where? I'm coming.
I'm at the slip and slide. Hey, here you are. Hey, let's make some ice cream under the water. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all. Look.
You look like
at
you're
this fish.
smoking.
I'm just standing here amazed at the fact that this fish has huge freaking eyes. Look at this.
So what's so important, what's so fun about just some old flightless birds, you know? They're penguins. I guess they can be cool colors, so that's cool. But I think the most important thing to think about here is it's not always that you're working towards something. There is no end goal. There's not always an end goal, and that's the case for a lot of games. But to those people that would say that, I would say it's not always that you're working towards something, it's that you're looking forward to something.
I'm making ice cream. You want some? Moldy Tuna's party. Y'all should come. Oh, you know what this is? This is like the lighthouse party all over again.
You know what? There might be a place. Huge party in Lighthouse right now. There's like 3 people playing the tuba. The guy just making pizza.
And this time we got ice cream.
And that's different for everyone. In someone's case, it might be experiencing some sort of thought-provoking story, like in the Stanley Parable or the Beginner's Guide, which are 2 of my favorite games. Or for someone else, it might be overcoming a challenge, like defeating your rival in Smash that you've been, like one of your friends that you've been fighting for a really long time, or getting all the challenges in Shovel Knight completed because you didn't want people to know that you hadn't completed the game 100%, but then Yacht Club came in and was like, hey, now we're gonna show it on the main frickin' title screen, so you have to beat it 100%, or else all your friends are gonna know that you haven't beaten it 100%, and they're gonna laugh at you. But that's fine. Or maybe in someone's case, that's just living, you know? in a virtual world, taking it all in. For example, a game like Animal Crossing, or in this case, Club Penguin.
Yeah. It's a party. You know what every party needs? Oh, wait, let me get rid of my
Blackjack?
stupid puffle. Ice cream!
All of these games are games that I have something to look forward to when I play, and that's why I play them, obviously. I would like to make videos at some point in the future on all of these games, but right now I'm in the mood for some living. And I think the main takeaway from those kinds of experiences where you just take it all in is that it's always changing, even at a base level. When I was a kid, they would always add new rooms and places to go and things to do and more games to play, and they were adding new outfits and everything. Now let's say you catch up to them, you catch up to the curve, and you run out of things to do. There's nothing else, which has happened before with me playing.
Okay, well, we've pretty much exhausted our resources here.
The great thing about Club Penguin is every month they had a party. During parties, they would add new items and, again, new games, and it would bring all these people in for a new, fresh experience each month. So parties were great for non-members like me. A membership was a paid subscription, basically. You could do, I think it was 1, 3, 6, or 12 months. And being a member let you buy a bunch of cool items that you couldn't buy if you weren't a member. For instance, like clothes for your penguin or igloo upgrades and stuff like that. And parties helped with this because they gave you a bunch of free items and cool things to do, and you felt like you could fit in. Otherwise, if you didn't have a membership, you were kind of below everyone else that did have a membership. I always wished my parents would buy me a membership so I could fit in with the cool kids. They did at one point, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, that membership ran out, and I was left to rot in the gutters with my basic red and blue puffles. I did also manage to snag a yellow one while it lasted, though.
Oh, Beans has asked to be your buddy.
I got a request too. Oh, beans. Nice.
This is fine. The devs had to figure out some way to make money, and luckily they had other incentives that you could use to get free items. For instance, more games. I had this game on my DS called Club Penguin Elite Penguin Force, which was basically like a point and click game, or a point and tap on the DS, point and tap, where you would solve like secret agent missions. And the game had a card that had a code on it, and you used the code to unlock items in the main Club Penguin game. And the Elite Penguin Force, or EPF, was cool stuff in the main Club Penguin game that you could do to get like medals and get some cool outfits. Again, here's the thing about the EPF. It kind of replaced one of the greatest features of Club Penguin. They kind of phased it out. And that was the Penguin Secret Agency, which was basically in the main game of Club Penguin. They had these other point and click missions that you could do. And if you're attentive enough, you can get access to this. You can join this HQ and do all the missions, and they give you like cool rewards for completing the missions. And it's like on your penguin, so you can look at them and admire them, and people will know that you've completed the missions. And on top of all of that, it had this overarching plot line where there's a polar bear trying to disturb the peace.
Listen up. The
Yeah.
three of you, the two of you. Let's all sit here. Caleb, get over here.
Sorry, I'm readying the death laser. Okay, I'm coming.
You're facing the wrong way. We did this last time. Thank you. You see the shield in the top right?
Yes.
Oh boy. At least you're facing it. Oh, I got it.
Welcome to the PSA.
We're visiting HQ. It's just how I remember it. And we can do the missions. Dude. This was my favorite part of Club Penguin when I was a kid.
And then the EPF came in, and it replaced all of that with a bunch of gizmos and gadgets and unnecessary features like the outfits, which were never something I really cared about being a non-member, so it didn't really apply to me because I couldn't buy them. And eventually they just got rid of the PSA missions entirely, and you couldn't do them anymore. But not all hope was lost for Club Penguin. We still had that sense of community that came with the game, with seeing your friends every day, playing games together, going to maybe the pizza parlor or the stage, or maybe you wanted to go to someone's igloo or send them a postcard.
Alright, I muted the music. I can't take it anymore.
No.
Wait, where are you? I'm hanging out with Hot Becky.
Yes. Or dance or drill, but don't stand still. And because of all these things, like the parties and the missions, and even more stuff that I haven't mentioned, like Rockhopper visiting the island in his pirate ship or Karjitsu, each time you logged on, it was a fresh experience. Until it wasn't. So you may have noticed a pattern by now of things that used to be great or were great at some point, but then eventually were bogged down or changed for the worse. And most, if not all of those, were a result of Disney. So Disney bought Club Penguin in 2007, and at first we all thought that was a good thing. I remember seeing an ad on TV for Club Penguin and being like, that is insane, I never expected to see one of my favorite games that's just a small little thing, or it was a small little thing at the time, become this huge, massive thing owned by Disney of all people. And that would get more people in, and that's even more fun for everyone, right? And they would have a bigger budget to create the game and work on it and add new features. But as Disney does, they got greedy. And they locked everything behind a membership, and you couldn't do anything without being a member now. There was the usual not being able to buy clothes, you couldn't buy puffles, you couldn't go to certain rooms, you couldn't even play to like the end of some games. I remember when I used to be able to beat Thin Ice, and then logging back on one day and seeing, oh no, you have to be a member to play past level whatever. And they created the EPF. They created that DS game, which led into the creation of the actual EPF in Club Penguin, which ended up replacing the PSA, which was the better version of it. And as the final nail in the coffin, they shut down the original Club Penguin and replaced it with a more modernized version of Club Penguin, which started as mobile only, Club Penguin Island, which was even worse than what they had already done with the original Club Penguin. They locked everything behind a membership. You couldn't do anything in this game. And then when people stopped playing that, they shut it down too. They ran it into the ground and made us pay the price, literally, and now they have nothing to show for it. So thank you, Disney. Thank you for ruining Club Penguin. So on a lighter note, now we have CPPSs, or Club Penguin private servers, which are keeping the game alive and thriving. All the footage that you've seen recorded in this video was recorded in Club Penguin Rewritten, which is a CPPS designated to preserving everything that made the original great that I've listed here. Stuff like using an older version, less bogged down with unnecessary features, while keeping the EPF, but also bringing back the PSA missions along with the HQ. And the best part, everyone is a member, so no one has to feel left out. I do admire that the CPPSs are made to be kid-friendly as well. Even though I think that most people that are going to be checking them out are people around my age that played Club Penguin when they were a kid and want to revisit that in a way that isn't going to shove a paywall down their throat. Not that they can at this point, because Club Penguin, as we know it, is dead. And it's kind of a shame that we'll probably never see something like Club Penguin again, at least like we saw it all those years ago, just with how the internet is nowadays. But at least we have things like Club Penguin Rewritten that can give us those fresh experiences every time we log on. And it kind of acts as a time capsule as well, to remind us of the good old days. Something we can always go back to, you know? Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm gonna go wait for the Halloween party.